Hi guys, and welcome to the player ratings for Olympiacos against Arsenal. And wow, it was a really tough game. I mean, I put out a preview the other day talking about how hard it is to visit their place. We've lost 3 out of the last 4, and that shows why. They've only lost 1 game this season, and that was at home to... They've only lost 1 home game, and that was to Bayern, and it was a 3-2 loss. So you can see how hard it is. Tottenham visited there early in the season, and it ended in a 2-2 draw. And I've had a crazy stat that in the last 19 games, they've scored in the first 10 minutes 11 times. They get to quick starts every day, and that showed today. I mean, they could have been 2-0 ahead in the first 10 minutes, but we kept the shape, we kept the confidence going. And by the way, it's raining outside, in case you can hear it, but those are just blessings raining down on us and Arsenal. And before I go on, again, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Make sure you check out my Arsenal and versus Everton preview coming up on Friday night, and let me know who your man of the match was. It's really hard to pick today. Let me know in the comment section below. Now to the game itself, I was really worried in the first 10 minutes, and we managed to keep a clean sheet for the first half, and it was another poor performance in the first half, just like the other game against Newcastle. And we didn't make any substitution early. Aubameyang looked lost on the right. Martinelli looked lost today. Saka was a bit slow in the middle. Guendouzi dwelled on the ball too much, but our defense was airtight, which is really good. So I'm really happy with what Arteta is building so far. It's been a good year for us, no losses, and we're starting to turn draws into wins. So really positive today. Now to the player ratings. Leno, another very good game for us. As I said, they could have been 2-0 ahead in the first 10 minutes, and that was stopped by Leno. Very good save. Always gives us confidence. And I saw a comment saying, apart from Alisson, you can't say any other goalkeeper is better than him right now. And I really even doubt Alisson is better than him, maybe in the passing and stuff, but in saving the ball, he's really good. So I'm gonna give him an 8 for today. Back-to-back clean sheets. I thought Martinez would start today, but definitely Arteta knew what he was doing today, knew the kind of opponent he had, so he went with the first team. So I'm gonna give Leno an 8. Saka, King Saka, Saka the legend, Saka, anything you want to call him, Saka gets a 9. Another spectacular performance, ended up with another assist. That's 9 assists and 3 goals this season for an 18-year-old. I just want us to give him that contract very quickly before he gets signed up by any other team. And it will be a tussle between Nigeria and England trying to get him to play the international football, because he's a really good player. He's not even a left back, but he's keeping clean sheet after clean sheet, assists and everything. He's moving like Trent Alexander-Arnold, you know. He's looking better than him right now. only needs to learn the corners and free kicks, and he's above him. Maybe I'm getting too ahead of myself, but he's 18. So by the time he's getting to 21, it'll be lethal. 9 for Saka. For the defense, Mustafi, I'm going to give him an 8. Since the Chelsea mistake, he's been solid. Definitely Arteta has talked to him, and we have to appreciate his attitude. He didn't even care what we said about him. He just kept playing, and now he's really showing us where Arteta had faith in him. Another solid performance. Got a knock at the end of the game together with Sokratis. I hope they're both okay. For today, another clean sheet. I'm going to give Mustafi an 8. Luiz defended well, but going forward, there's a few poor passes, and then there's a time you're supposed to pass the ball to Aubameyang and completely shot it outside, and then that free kick, ever since he came to Arsenal, has he even shot a free kick on target, really? So for today, I'm going to give Luiz a 7. On the right, Sokratis, not even his position, really proud of what he did on the right. And then the time he got subbed off, he's like rubbing it on Olympiacos players and their fans. So really like that attitude. That is home country, and he didn't even care. So really positive. Definitely Arteta knew something was on by playing him instead of Niles. And I don't really think Bellerin was on the bench. So really good decision from that point of view. Of course, it takes away from our attack, but really good. Sokratis, I'm going to give him an 8. Shaka in the middle, I'm going to give Shaka a 7. A few poor passes and that yellow card. I don't like when he does that. Those silly yellow cards that are not even needed. So I'm going to give him a 7. Overall, a good game, but in the first half it was too open in the middle with him and Guendouzi. But anyway, I don't like that partnership, so I'm gonna give him a 7. Guendouzi, I'm gonna give a 6. Is it 6 very fair? Because he really worked hard in the first half. They tried to injure him badly, though. They are very rough, by the way. 5 fouls on him. I think 2 yellow cards or something for fouls on him. I think a fair score would be 7 for him. I know he gave away the ball a couple of times and dwelled on the ball too many times, but the hard work he gave and the way Olympiacos are trying to attack, and then he just falls down, takes away the momentum. I like that. I'm going to give him a 7. Needs to improve on his discipline, obviously, but let's see how it goes. 7 for him. On the right, Aubameyang, yes, he was poor, but that position he was played in, he didn't give him a chance to offer anything. So our right, in terms of attack, was very poor. As soon as he came to the left, gave the ball to Saka, and boom, we have a goal. So for today, not because of him alone, but also where he was played, I'm going to give Aubameyang a 6. Willock, I'm also going to give Willock a 6. Got himself in the correct positions, worked hard, but those few missed passes and poor decisions. When you're supposed to pass, you shoot, and you're supposed to shoot, you dwell on the ball, you lose the ball, and you commit a foul and you're trying to attack, you know, all those things. I'm going to give Willock a 6. I thought you'd go off ahead of Martinelli, but also Martinelli, he was a no-show sometimes. The guys were too energetic, as in our attack looked blunt at times. We would attack and they had 8 defenders at once, and we had like 2 strikers, so really not the best of games. So I'm not going to give anyone under 6 because of the good result we had. So I'm going to give Martinelli the same rating as Aubameyang, and Willock 6 for the 3 of them. Lacazette, I'm going to give an 8 for that goal. Worked hard again, but there's another chance he got and fell down too easily in the first half. Yes, the defender got in the way, but he completely fluffed it outside. So, but in terms of hard work and still keeping his mind in the game and scoring the winner, very, very important winner, I'm going to give him an 8. From the bench, Pepe, I'm going to give a 6. A couple of tries to counter-attack late in the game, which was really good. Had more penetration than Aubameyang had in the whole game on the right, so that is his position. So I'm going to give Pepe a 6. Niles, standard 5, didn't really quite have a lot of time. Ceballos, I'm going to give a 6. Another guy who, the fouling, I don't like the times he chooses to foul, and he gave away the ball sometimes. Same with Shaktar. There's a time Pepe was off and he just gave away the ball. So I'm going to give Ceballos a 6 today. But overall, my man of the match, it is a really hard decision. I think it has to be between Leno and Saka, but I think Saka will just edge it just a bit because he's not even a defender. His age, I mean, he keeps on putting good performance after good performance. Let's say if we ended up losing that game, we'd still have gotten the highest rating for today. So I'm really happy with that result. We have them again next week. We have Everton on Sunday. We have some squad depth right now. We can afford to bring in Torreira, Ozil, Bellerin, Pepe, even Ketia, even Kolasinac is available. Holding is there. We can afford to bring all those players for the game against Everton. And still nothing will have changed. So we really need fresh players for this game and the next game against Olympiacos, because believe me, that tie isn't over at all. Those are a really, really good team, energetic team, and a very, very rough team. So they tried to give everything to get that away goal. So that's my man of the match. Arteta, I'm going to give a rating of 10 because reading the game early and giving the players, starting the first team, I was thinking about starting Martinez and Nketiah and starting maybe putting Aubameyang on the bench. I was thinking about starting Pablo Mari, and I would start, maybe I would have started someone like, not even quite sure, maybe Nelson or someone, but Arteta went to the first team, didn't underestimate the opponent, which was a correct decision. And hope that's back-to-back clean sheets. I mean, we used to concede 30 shots against Watford away from home. That's how bad it was under Emery. But now we have a defensive shape, a defensive posture. We are keeping clean sheets. We are attacking. We are creating a few chances. what we need to change is to start well in games. I don't like that playing poorly in the first half and picking it up in the second half. So for the referee, the final rating, I'm going to give him a 5. Should have booked more of their players. Yes, he did book them, but they fouled so many times. I'm happy for the result. Make sure you subscribe and watch out for the preview for Everton game tomorrow. I'll have a detailed preview for the previous meetings and all. And thanks for watching, and God bless, and come on you Gunners.